Hey everybody, how is it going? It is your pal, Sal here. Welcome back to my channel, and today I have a very long video to make, so I decided, because I had the time, it is time to do a record collection update for 2023. It has been a long time since I've done an update video on this channel for my vinyl collection. I think the one and only one I've done was either late 2020 or early 2021, and as you can see, my collection has blossomed from the one shelf that it used to be, so there's no better time than now to do it. I don't have anything. I do have a couple things that I'm waiting on getting, but nothing that I feel, should make me wait to film this video, because I kind of want to do it. I'm a little excited to do it, so yeah, this is my updated record collection of 2023. The order that I have my records stored in behind me, I do it by album and then by artist. And then release year. So it's albums, and then it segues into, it was like first cast recordings, then soundtracks, then holiday albums, and then box sets, which I only have a couple of. But we're gonna get started. This is probably gonna be a long video. Probably mostly unedited too. I think I'm gonna stop filming in between each square, so that way I can just put everything back and then start the next one and yada, yada, yada. Also, if it looks like I'm not wearing pants, I do have shorts on, I swear. But it's a little bit of a warmer day outside, so I was like, okay, I don't need to turn the heat on right now, so that's good. But anyways, we're gonna get started. Let me get situated here. So we'll begin with right over here. So this is the update, baby. So here we go. All right. So the first record that we are going to take out is from the wonderful ABBA. This is their compilation album, ABBA, the magic of ABBA. Unfortunately, this is like in the wrong way. I have all my records. I think the last time I made a video was like this too, but I saw on TikTok that you should store your records like this with them outside of the case, so that's what I do. So that's the magic of ABBA. I think I got that at a thrift store. And then we have ABBA Voyage, their newest album that came out in 2021, correct? Right? And this is the Amazon, I think this was the Amazon exclusive, orange vinyl. What I really love about this one is that they have, like, for the side A, the A is white, and then on the other side, B is white. So that's really cute. Love this album. And then this was part of a lot I got a few years ago. It's a bunch of Paula Abdul's albums. This is Forever Your Girl. And they are all the international pressings of the album. They're actually, I'm not going to take everything out, but these are probably some of the thinnest vinyls I own. Like, they are thin. So skinny. Love this album. So that's Forever Your Girl. And then we have Shut Up and Dance, the mixes. I got this and these two and Spellbound for like a really good eBay lot deal. I think it was like only a little over 20 bucks for all three of them. So that's a pretty good deal. So this is Shut Up and Dance, the mixes. And then my second favorite Paula Abdul album, my favorite is Head Over Heels, but we have Spellbound. And again, this is the international pressing, so it has the slightly different track listing, and Good Night, My Love, Pleasant Dreams as the bonus track at the end. So very happy to own this one, and it's in great condition. And then we have the one and only Adele album I own, Adele 30. I did a video of unboxing this actually when I got it. It's the limited edition Walmart vinyl that Walmart still has millions of copies of. They really did press a lot of this album. But it is pretty. It kind of like has almost like a bluish tint to it, so I really do like that. And then we have, this is one of the first records I ever got for Record Store Day. This is the Melanie C Northern Star vinyl. I know that there's a new one that just came out that I think is like a tan or like brown colored vinyl, but this is just the standard black vinyl. It was what a coincidence that the year that I filmed the reaction of this, they finally decided to put it on vinyl after all these years. So I was like, that's cool. All right, what's next? Then we're getting now into our Christina Aguilera albums. This is her debut. It's the picture disc. So this honestly doesn't sound too bad, for how picture discs, can sound. But unfortunately, like the standard pressing of this, like even the black, or I think there's like an orange one, they go for a lot of money. So this is the cheapest way to own it. But this is probably my least favorite Christina Aguilera album. So it's okay. I'm okay with just the picture disc. And then we have the OG pressing of Stripped. I have it actually, I didn't replace it, but it's just the standard black. This is not the 20th anniversary one. Mostly because the 20th anniversary one, while it is like I think a tan color or like a gray, it doesn't have any new tracks, and I don't believe that the album was remastered, so I was like, I think I'm cool with just, you know, sticking with this, but iconic, we love it, amazing. And then it was an honor to buy this when it came out. This is the Urban Outfitters repressing of Bionic, the 3 LP set. I remember when this like dropped, I was like, I am on that, I am getting that. So it's an honor that I own this. Unfortunately, I don't own Back to Basics because that is just too expensive for me. But this, when it came out, I was like, you bet your bottom dollar I'm getting that. And then speaking of it, at the same time that they released that, they also released the Lotus vinyl. The only thing that was unfortunate with this is that in the Urban Outfitters mock-ups, it was a much more pink marble, and as you can see, it's much more of like a white marble. It's still really pretty, but Urban Outfitters did in fact lie to us. It's one thing like when it doesn't look like the photo that's on the mock-up, but like this was drastically different. Like there's not a pink base that was used for this period. So, and either way, you know, I've grown to love this album. And then we have Liberation by Christina Aguilera. This is the Target exclusive, and shocker, it is red because it's from Target. I don't know if there is a standard black for this one. I think there is, but I think I would have been happy with that. I do like it when the color matches the record, and I don't know what red has to do with this black and white cover, but still cool to have. And then this is actually, I gotta make sure these don't fall over, but this is one of my more recent purchases because it just came out. Her album Aguilera, her new Spanish album, which was just released on red vinyl as well, although I think that this is like, yeah, it's kind of like a darker red than this one is. This is actually a really cool piece to have. One of the sides is etched because there wasn't enough music to put on all 4 sides. But this is a really pretty pressing, and I do like having this a lot. I love this cover. Yeah, then this just came out like a year and a half after the album dropped, so it took a little bit of time to get here, but I'm happy we got it. Then we have so this is the first little bit of my Cher vinyl collection. We have her album with Allman. We have Allman and Woman, and this is actually, I think I just bought it from online, but this is a promotional copy. So it's, this one technically wasn't sold. But yeah, I do love this album. I love Cher and Greg's voices, I should say. But I love it. Promotional copy, not for sale. Cher and Greg. So that's all you need to know, in case you didn't know who Allman and Woman was. And then we have another Cher solo effort. This is when she tried to rebrand herself into a rock group called Black Rose. I think that I got this from Germany. Yeah, this is, well, at least it was manufactured in Germany. It says Hamburg right there. But, and look at German writing, like, stamped on it, too, so that's cool. But, yeah, this is another cool piece that I own. And then, this I got for my birthday a few years ago from my sister. It's Justin Bieber's album, Purpose. I really need to get a new copy, because she bought this used on eBay. I sent her the link, so it's all my fault in the end. But, like, I think side B just has like so much crackling noise. Like I don't know whoever owned it before me, what they did with it, but I don't know. It sounds rough, but I've never like taken the time to actually like get a new copy. Then this is an album I have never listened to. This is Pat Benatar's Get Nervous. I work at a library, and sometimes we get donations, and this was one of the donations, and I took it mostly because it had Shadows of the Night on it, and I was like, I do know that song, so I'll add that to my collection. And then one of my favorite the only one I really listen to, but classical crossover artist, Sarah Brightman. This is her Hymn album on vinyl. It was an Barnes and Noble exclusive that I do own. And I see her actually this month in concert in Hershey, so I'm really excited for that. But yeah, I do like this one. The track listing is a little different from the CD because it doesn't have the intro for the song Hymn. So it's a different edit that's on here that I appreciate. It's the same edit that's on the music video. So there's that. And then we have, oh shit, these are out of order because I'm gonna have to fix that. But yeah, that is really weird. Either way, so I just realized that Melanie C was out of order there because this is another Melanie C album. This is Melanie C, the album, which came out, I think, in 2020. So This is just, I don't know if there's any other pressings of this, but it's just the standard black Melanie C. It was actually, I remember being very affordable on the internet, so let me fix that. All right, there we go. Now Melanie is fixed. All right, so now we are going into my Mariah Carey vinyl, and I own every single one of her albums on vinyl except for Glitter, because I don't count that because it was a limited pressing and it's not easy to get. But anyways, this is the reissue of Mariah Carey's first album, Mariah Carey, the Walmart exclusive that is Coke Bottle Green, which is cute. I like that. I remember when like they listed this, I thought they could make vinyl out of glass Coke bottles, and no, they don't. It's just the color. So that's fun. And then we have the single. That wasn't pretty there. We have the single for Someday, which has the 12-inch Jack Swing mix, the 7-inch straight mix, and Alone in Love on it, to name a couple of the tracks. So that's fun. Oh, I'm so disappointed in my records for falling like that. And then we have the reissue of Emotions, another one of my favorite Mariah albums. Then this is the Target exclusive reissue of MTV Unplugged, which, as you guessed, is red. But this is, it's a marbled red, so it's a little different from Target. So I do appreciate that from them. So I admire that. Then we have Music Box. There is the new 4LP box set that comes out next year, which I have not bought yet. I still need to listen to that reissue. I actually haven't really listened to it, but this is just the standard black reissue. Then we have the standard black reissue of Daydream, which, iconic. And then I used to, for the longest time, the only way to get Butterfly on vinyl was the picture disc. And that I had for a few years. And then when they released just the standard black one, I upgraded to this. I do know that there is also the Vinyl Me Please, one that you can get, which looks really pretty. There's the, 6 LP box set, and then there's the 2 box set, which is just the regular album. Maybe one day, but not today. This is fine for me right now. And then we have this was actually technically, so while it was the same day I bought the Melanie C Northern Star record, this was my first ever record store day purchase. I went to a little record store by me, and they did in fact have Mariah Carey #1. So this would have been in 2021, or no, 2022 actually. Wow. I know that there's now like a gray reissue of this as well too, so that's cool to know. And then we have the Urban Outfitters exclusive of Rainbow. I ended up getting the blue one, which is great because blue is my favorite color, so I'm very happy with that. I did end up getting 2 copies of this, and one of the colors I think I got was red, I think, and I was like, I literally, every record exclusive is always red. Like, if they're like, oh, special edition, it's red. So I was like, I'm good. And then this is the reissue of Charm Bracelet, and these ones I did spend a little extra, and I did get the colored pressings. So this is the Bone White, which is really cute, matches the album very nicely. And then this one I did not spring for the extra to get the colored ones. So this is just the standard black record for the Emancipation of Mimi. And the one thing that I don't like about this reissue is that none of them use the original cover art, which is like, her standard pose. It's like a zoomed in, different alternate version of the cover, which, she looks stunning. I can't lie there. But I would have rather had the original artwork. So that's just my thoughts, my feelings. And then this is the purple reissue of E=MC², which I think is the best of the colored ones, because it matches the purple. I know, I gotta pay attention to that. I know the UK version of the purple one, it's like a slightly different purple, so that's cool to know too. All right, we'll leave it like that. And then this is the white pressing Memoirs of an Imperfect Angel, which we love. And then the orange pressing of Me, I Am Mariah. Now this is the only one out of all her records that I'm super sad that they didn't include any of the bonus tracks. So we don't get with this record The Art of Letting Go, the remix of It's a Rap with Mary J. Blige, and then America the Beautiful, which I think was a Target bonus track. But that's like the one sad thing about this one to me. I'm like, oh, I wanted The Art of Letting Go on vinyl. So anyway, that's Me and Mariah. And then we have, this is actually one of like the first ever new records I bought. This isn't the exact one because I had to get a new copy because the other one got destroyed. But this is Number 1 to Infinity on vinyl. I love this pressing. The inside photos are absolutely gorgeous. And I mean, come on. And to think that this is outdated because it says 18 number 1 hits. And now guess what, bitch? She has 19, more than any other solo artist. That's my queen. I love her. So amen. And I love the song Infinity. It's one of my favorite Mariah Carey songs. It came out at a very pivotal point in my life. And then this is one that a lot of people are jealous of me that I have. It is the web store exclusive Caution record. It is the alternate cover, which is the superior cover, and the hot pink vinyl with the Caution tape in the center. I love this pressing. I will say that I've probably played, like, if someone owns this, I feel like they keep it under lock and key. I have definitely played this a couple of times, a lot of times, because this is one of my favorite Mariah Carey albums. Again, it was the first one that came out when I became a member of the Lamb, so it's very special to me. And it's such a good record, and I mean, come on, that color is stunning. All right. And then this is another thrift store find. This is Eric Carmen. I only bought it because All By Myself is on it, and that's all I needed it for. All right, next up we are getting into all my Cher records, which there's a lot, so buckle up, Buttercup. This is All I Really Want to Do. The sunny side of Cher. Cher with, and also it's funny that in her earlier career, Sunny wanted to make her, more, not mysterious is the right word, but just, something a little extra. And so they had the accent above her E, Cher. I don't even know how you would go with that. But, so yeah, those are all her early albums. With Love, Cher. Don't fall. Oh my gosh, that's stressful. Then this is probably my least favorite of her original studio albums, Backstage. Just some weird song choices on this one, that's for sure. It's a pretty cover though, she looks stunning. And then we have her first greatest hits album, which as you can see I picked up for 99 cents at a thrift store. Cher's Golden Greats. I do love the beehive hairdo that she has on here though, that is fun. And then this is honestly probably the first time Cher's first example of artistic greatness was her album 3614 Jackson Highway. It really shows her voice starting to change, her material starting to be a little more well refined. And this is the Run Out Groove reissue that came out. I honestly don't know when it came out. But it has an album that was lost that never got released as the second LP. And it's a really pretty color. It's this light purple, clear see-through with a little bit of marble effects. So that is stunning. So I really do like that album a lot. And then this is the start of Cher's 70s album. So this is her album Cher. Now this is cool to have because this album was released as Cher, the second album of hers to be named Cher, and not the last. But then when the song Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves was a big hit, they renamed this album Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves. So I do think of this album title as Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves, only to separate it out from the other two Cher albums. But this is the first pressing that just called it Cher. So that's fun. And then we have Foxy Lady, which probably is Cher's worst album artwork. It's just this grain, it just looks she looks stunning in it, but this grainy up close thing. And for the title Foxy Lady, there aren't many Foxy songs on here. Then we have Dark Lady, which is one of my favorite album artworks. Come on, the black hat, iconic. Then Bittersweet White Light, which showed Cher singing standard. So this is her most, I would say, Barbra Streisand record. But while it is standards, the instrumentations are much more modern for the 70s. I really do like this one a lot. It's a lot of fun vocals from her on here. Then we have Half Breed, which has a little bit of writing on there from, I'm guessing, whoever owned it before me. And then we have the true start of Cher's artistic genius with her iconic album Stars. This was her first album she ever did without the work of Sunny. It features Cher hitting a whistle note, although technically it's not a whistle note, but to me it's a whistle note. This is one of my favorite Cher albums. It's so good. And then a nice follow-up after that where we saw kind of the artisticness of Stars and the oldness of her songs kind of blend together. We have I'd Rather Believe in You, which features a gospel number from Cher in the title track. Lots of really, really good songs here. And this cover, Oh, this is easily one of my favorite photos of Cher. She just looks such a happy woman, and I love it. And then, unfortunately, this is probably a nice cover, but again, one of Cher's probably worst albums. We have Cherished, or Cherished, if you will. A pretty cover, but lots of bizarre song choices on here. The first song, though, called Pirate, is very much in the vein of like Half-Breed, Dark Lady, Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves, so that's a fun one to listen to, but a little bit of an odd album, that's for sure. Then we have her disco era. We have Take Me Home. Unfortunately, I am eventually going to need to get a new copy of this because when I bought it on Discogs, the seller didn't mention that there was a cut at the bottom corner, which really hurts my soul. So eventually I'm going to get that replaced. And then we have her album Prisoner, which came out in the same year, 1979. I like this one probably a little more than Take Me Home because it features not only disco, but like new wave sounds, an environmental song, her song Hell on Wheels, where she's a roll up mama. And I love this cover. I mean, come on. Then we have I Paralyzed, which features the great song Rudy. A lot of interesting tracks on this one. An early 80s like album for sure, but it's fun too. Then we have her rock and roll comeback with her third album named Cher, but I feel like this one is probably my favorite one out of the 3 Cher albums. It has just so many good songs. We All Sleep Alone, I Found Someone, Skin Deep, Main Man, Give Our Love a Fighting Chance. It's 80s heaven, this album. And then I do own the original pressing of Heart of Stone, which features the original cover, which if you look at it, it looks like it's a skull. It was later reissued with a more like just a standard photo of Cher, which is an iconic cover too, because I've seen that one a lot. But I do like having the original pressing with the cool artwork on it. So yeah. And we have one more in here, and this is the Heart of Stone remix single, which has the more... I guess the remix is like a little more production behind it, if you will, a little more anthemic. And I think the bonus or the B-sides of this are All Because of You and Working Girl. And Working Girl is funny because that's from the Cher album, not from the Heart of Stone album. But yeah, so that is the first section we had right here. All right, so I actually just ended up taking off that sweater because I was getting a little toasty, so that's why we have a wardrobe change right now. But okay, so now we're moving on to the second area. So here we go. We're still on Cher. So we have her last album, or no, this album came out in the 90s, I think 91. So this is Love Hurts. This I think I got from I bought it on Discogs from Croatia or something like that. It came from a very far away place because this one is harder to get on vinyl. But it is the full album, and it includes the European bonus track, the Shoop Shoop Song, It's in His Kiss, which has nothing to do with this album, but all vinyl pressings, I do believe, have it. And I made sure that I got a vinyl pressing that had the original cover, because the European ones just have a photo of her in a red wig, just kind of holding her head back like that. I don't like that cover. I like this because it looks like a tarot card, and it's really cool. So yeah, there's that. And then this that you'll see right here is part of the It's a Man's World box set, but I just took them out of the box set because it was just easier for me. So this is it was an honor when this dropped on vinyl for me, because this is my all-time favorite Cher album. This is the reissue of It's a Man's World, and it's on a red color vinyl, and then the one behind it I think is green. Oh no, it's yellow. So this is the red and yellow. So this is just the regular album. And then right here we have the remixes, which again, stunning. I love the colorfulness of these records, especially this blue. This blue is really, really pretty. And look at those two together. I mean, come on, stunning. And then I'll show the box later, but I just keep these up here because I was like, I have the space, it'll be easier. And then, so before that, It's a Man's World was reissued on vinyl this year. The only way that you could really get any of these songs on vinyl were to pick up some of the singles that were released. So I do have the One by One single, which, if I'm correct, yeah, it has the Junior Vasquez Club mix and the Club dub and the Melly Mel, the Sam Ward remix with Melly Mel, and then the X Beat mix. And it also has I Wouldn't Treat a Dog the Way You Treated Me. So I probably don't need this as much anymore, but it's still cool to have. And then I also have the single for Paradise Is Here, which doesn't feature all the remixes. I think it only has, four remixes on here. But they are long, so that says something. And then I'm going to probably eventually end up selling this because I'm expecting to get the new Believe box set that's coming out. Well, it already came out, but I'm just waiting to get it. This is the Barnes & Noble exclusive white vinyl that came out for the 20th anniversary. And as you can see, it's a beautiful, stunning white. But I am at the point in my life where I do believe that I only need one pressing of each album. So we'll see. But I do love this. I've given this a lot of use over the past couple of years, and it's a stunning, beautiful pressing. So I do like that. And then this is another, that one's hard to get. This one's hard to get too. This is Closer to the Truth, which came out in 2013, another white vinyl. This is currently out of print, so it goes for a lot of money now. I think when I actually had my dad get this for me, it was a Christmas present. It was kind of like when it started going out of print, but it wasn't, so it was starting to get overpriced, but not to where it is now. So I feel very lucky that I do own this. Unfortunately, it is just the standard record, so it doesn't have Pride or Will You Wait For Me or anything like that on there. So that's the one thing, sad thing about records, is that it's very hard to get the bonus tracks on vinyl. And then this is another Barnes & Noble exclusive pressing. This is Dancing Queen. This is the blue one. I think I don't remember if I think that the same day I got Sarah Brightman's Hymn album on vinyl. I think I got this on vinyl as well too. I do like this sticker. It feels very plain in a weird way, but yeah, I do like having this one too. This one I think is out of print as well too, but I think, well, I don't think you can get it on the Barnes & Noble website, but I think some stores do have it still in stock. I'm not 100% sure there. And then we have another album that I've not listened to because I need to film a reaction video to it, but because I'm a fan, I bought the record. This is Kelly Clarkson's new album, Chemistry, which I've only heard the first 3 singles to. And when it came out, I was like, yeah, I'll buy it. And this is the Spotify 2-tone vinyl. I bought the Spotify one because I thought it was a 2 LP one. And I was like, great, it's spread out more over 2 discs. It'll be perfect. It's just 1 disc. So I feel like I kind of got a little scammed. It's pretty, but I would have been happy with just the standard pressing, and I would have probably saved a little bit of money. But I still need to listen to it because I need to film a reaction to it for this channel because I've done all of Kelly's albums. I just haven't listened to this yet. I've been kind of like, not avoiding it, but after, because they just released a new deluxe version and it's so long, and I think not to say that it can't be fun, but it takes a lot out of you to film a reaction to an album that's almost pushing well over 90 minutes. So yeah. Then right here, this was another donation to the library I work at, Patsy Cline's Greatest Hits. I only took it because Crazy's on here, so I was like, I gotta have that. Now we are getting into my Miley Cyrus collection. We have the Urban Outfitters exclusive Breakout, which is this like splatter gold. For a while, Urban Outfitters is really into these splatter vinyls, and for this one, I really like. It's really pretty. Then we have The Time of Our Lives, which again, this is another pretty splatter. I mean, look at that. Stunning. And then my favorite Miley Cyrus album, we have Can't Be Tamed, which is half gold, half black, which is really cool. Matches the center really nicely right there. Love this album. And then this is a new one that I've just received probably like a month ago. It is the 10th anniversary, which dear God, of the album Bangers for Miley Cyrus. This is just the standard black reissue. Urban Outfitters does have a teal one, but I'm kind of just over Urban Outfitters at this stage of the game. So I was like, this is fine. I'm not paying for shipping. I just can't do it. And then this is like one of those like super great finds that I got on Amazon. I think this was on Amazon listed as used in like okay condition for like $10. And it was in perfect condition. So I got this for super cheap for Younger Now, which is great. And I do like this cover art. I feel like this is probably out of all her albums the best like vinyl cover art because it's got the circle there, perfect for the vinyl. Lots of fun there. And then we have Plastic Hearts, which took a while for me to get. It took a while for this to come out on vinyl. But honestly, if I'm being completely honest, I feel like critically wise, this is her best album. And while Can't Be Tamed is still my favorite, this is easily number 2. Such good vocals, such good songs. If it weren't for the Dua Lipa song, it would be absolutely perfect. And then we have, this was a birthday gift for my friends, Caitlin and Austin. I was a little disappointed in Endless Summer Vacation after the high she was on with Plastic Hearts. I've grown to enjoy it a little more, but I still found it was kind of a letdown. Happy Flowers was a big success, but that success belonged to other songs that were on other albums. I'm just saying. But lovely cover. Now, all right, gotta make sure these don't fall. Okay, we are into my Celine Dion. So this is Falling Into You, the 2 LP set. Love this album, love that cover. Then we have Let's Talk About Love. This is the original pressing, not from like the 90s. I don't think there was a pressing in the 90s, but like when they first reissued it, so it's just the standard black one. There is now like the 25th anniversary orange one, which I don't know. And then this is really sentimental to me because just literally like 2 days ago, this album celebrated its 10th anniversary. This is Love Me Back to Life on album. It also comes with the CD inside. This is probably one of my most prized possessions. This album means the world to me. I made a post about it on my Instagram, which you can go check out. But it's a very sentimental album to me, and so I'm really happy I own this. Unfortunately, my copy is slightly warped. But it doesn't sound bad or different or anything, so I'm just praying it doesn't get any more warped. But love her. Then we have her French album, Encore Un Sort, which I'm probably saying wrong, but hey, it's fine. I do like a lot of the songs in this one too, even though I don't speak French, but phonetically, just listening to them and sound-wise, really good album. Then we have her most recent studio album. This is Courage. This pressing is actually really, really pretty. The only thing I don't like is that there's no labeling on here, so it's hard to tell which is side A, which is side B, side C, and D. And unfortunately, with this album, I really think some of the best tracks were the bonus tracks, and they're not on here. So that's a little sad, but okay, good to have. And it has a 16-page booklet, which is really cool too. Then we have the Essential Chicks, which includes Landslide and what else? What are the songs like Traveling Soldier and all that? So, and this is pretty. It's the Walmart exclusive, so it's yellow. And then this is one of the interesting things about the Dixie Chicks is that they've renamed themselves to the Chicks because they don't want to be associated with the term Dixie, which I totally get. But with this album, I guess the records were pressed before the CD, which is kind of usually what they have to do. So it was before they decided to rename themselves. So the record pressings say Dixie Chicks on them. And this is the Target, what is it, magenta, it says? Yeah, neon magenta color. And then now we're getting into my Hilary Duff collection. So this is Metamorphosis, which again was a birthday gift from my friends Caitlin and Austin. And this one is so pretty. It's like this teal, clear, see-through, which, stunning. I love looking at it. And then we have her this is technically her third album, which is Hilary Duff, which is the pink. I'm not crazy about this album, and I like it when record colors match, and I don't see what this cover has to do with pink. So I'm just saying, and that's the Urban Outfitters exclusive. Then we have her greatest hits album, Most Wanted, which is silver, or like a metallic silver, which does match, so I do like that. Then, of course, we have one of the holy bibles of pop, Dignity, which is like, what is this color? It's like a dark, does it say? Is there a type sticker? Merlot with black swirl vinyl. So it's based on a wine, if you will. So that is a fun one to own. And then we have my favorite Hilary Duff album, Breathe In, Breathe Out. This album was robbed of everything it deserved. And this one is just a standard red vinyl, but it does match the little red that you see there. And if they had used... Now, weirdly enough, this one does have 2 bonus tracks, which are Belong and Rebel Hearts. But it didn't include, like, Chasing the Sun or All About You. So, unfortunately, we still don't have All About You on vinyl, which... Boo. Yeah. Okay, then I do have a couple of Gloria Estefan records. This is Into the Light, which features Coming Out of the Dark. And the other song that I really like on here is called Sex in the 90s. It's just a very bizarre piece. I like it. And then we have the remixes for Turn the Beat Around. I don't know if this has just the standard, like, song on here. No, it does not. It just has remixes. Cool. Oh, and then we have another one of my favorite artists. This is Lara Fabian. This is the single for her song I Will Love Again, one of the best pop dance records that's ever been recorded. As you can see, there's no real cover to it. There is like the sticker right there for it. But this does have like a bunch of remixes, but I bought this one specifically because it does have the album version on it. So I was like, I gotta have that. And then I have Lara Fabian's most recent studio album, Lockdown Sessions, and this is actually a pink vinyl. It is signed on the inside as well, too. I actually own 2 copies of this. One is in a frame on the other side of my room, because this one that they sent to me was, like, damaged in transit, and so I was like, hey, it was, like, damaged in transit, and I remember her store emailed me back, and they were like, well, we'll send you another one, but what'd you expect? It went through the mail, and I was like, I expected it to arrive in good condition, so, hey. Then this is another one of my favorite pieces I have. The actress Goldie Hawn, for a small period in time, was a recording artist and recorded an album called Goldie, which features a lot of interesting like country folk songs. There's a cover of a Dolly Parton song on here, which is a lot of fun. I like this album a lot. She has a really sweet little voice. It's a shame she didn't record a couple more albums. And then I bought this because my friend Austin is a giant Fleetwood Mac fan, and we were listening to this album in the car like a few months ago. And then I saw it in a Barnes & Noble, and I didn't buy it in the Barnes & Noble because I was like, I'm not paying Barnes & Noble prices. So I bought it on Amazon, but I do own this, so love that. Then this was an eBay, or not an eBay, this was a Facebook like group pickup, like one of the Broadway groups that I'm a member of. It's Josh Groban's Stages album. It's the Barnes, I don't know if it was only included on Barnes & Noble, but it's the Barnes & Noble exclusive that has 2 bonus tracks. It's just a standard black, but I do like this record a lot. He sounds so great on so many of these tracks. And I think on here, he covers a Sweeney Todd song, which is so funny because he's Sweeney Todd on Broadway right now. Then this is his other album, Bridges. This is a record that I bought used on Amazon, and they were like, it's in bad condition, and they were not kidding, which I don't know if it's going to come across on camera, but it's looking rough. It plays great, but the cover, ooh, she's seen better days. But I think it was only like $8, so hey, whatever. And then this is his most recent studio album, Harmony. It's the 2 LP deluxe version with the 6 bonus tracks. And again, standard black, but this is another really good one. And I think this is like the daddiest that Joshy has ever looked. So stunning. I love that for him. Then I have my one and only Selena Gomez record. This is her album Revival, the only album by Selena Gomez that I know. I really like this one a lot. One of my favorite tracks on here is called Sober. Amazing, amazing piece. And then this is the first time actually that I'm showing you guys I have 2 repeats of a record because I never thought I'd live to see the day where this came out on vinyl. This is Paris Hilton's album, which came out from Urban Outfitters in 2020. It's the gold vinyl. I love this album. A little piece of early mid-2000s nostalgia. And honestly, much better than I think anybody would ever imagine it would be. Now, coincidentally, in the same year that it was released, this in 2020 on vinyl, another web store was carrying a variant of it, which is this, what's it called? Maroon and Blonde Marbled Vinyl. I don't remember the name of the store that was carrying this, but I also picked this up as well, too. So I do own 2 versions of this record. I do believe that there was also a standard black release, but I'm not positive about that. But I do own both because my friend Travis, who got in contact with me, he was like, hey, I saw your video. I didn't even know that there was an Urban Outfitters one, but I did know that there was this one. So I don't remember where it came from, but I'm happy to have it. And now we're getting into my Whitney Houston records. This is an original pressing of her debut album. It's in rough condition too. Like, I think How Will I Know barely plays on it, so I have to get a new one of those eventually. And then I have Whitney, the second album, which has I Want to Dance with Somebody. This actually plays rather nicely. Then I had to go on the hunt for this on Discogs because in most countries, the song I'm Your Baby Tonight on this album was remixed with the Yvonne Turner remix, and I don't like that remix. So I was on the hunt to find a pressing that had the original, so it had to be from America, but I couldn't find any in America, but it had to be the American pressing that had the original mix of I'm Your Baby Tonight, and this one does. So happy to own that as well, too. And then this is just the standard pressing of I Will Always Love You, the very best of Whitney Houston. Now, this one, and it's another record on here, but like they really shoved a lot of songs on one side. Like on this first side, Actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, no, 4 songs on the first side. But I think it's on one of the other sides. Like I just feel like they really shoved a lot of songs on each side. So unfortunately, the sound isn't as good as I think I would like it to be. But it's still a cool thing to have. And then we're getting into my Janet Jackson records. This is from a seller on Discogs that absolutely sucked. They didn't let me know that they didn't have a cover for this. So it's her first album, Janet Jackson, with Let's Say You Do, what else? Don't Mess Up This Good Thing. So it's the first album. They didn't tell me that there was no cover. And I was like, bro, you didn't tell me that there was no cover. And they were like, so I got a refund, thankfully. I reported it to PayPal, but so I own that. And then here is her third studio album, Control. This is another original pressing. I think I just picked this up on Discogs or eBay, not really too sure. And then this is the reissue of Janet Jackson's Rhythm Nation 1814, just the standard black record. And my favorite song of Janet Jackson is on here, Come Back to Me. One of her best songs ever. Then this is the, what is this one called? The limited color vinyl of the Janet period album. But it's technically not, there's no color on here because it's just a clear see-through record. So, but hey, still fun. Then I have the Velvet Rope, which is just, again, the standard black vinyl as well, too. Not my favorite album. I know it's very well looked upon, but I still don't love it as much as I think I would like to. Then we have All For You, which, again, this is just the standard black record. And then we have Discipline, which now I believe is out of print. I could be wrong, though. But I did pick this up probably in 2021, and it was one of like the last copies that they had on Amazon. So I don't know if it's harder to get now or not. I'm not sure, but we love it. Then we have her number ones set, which was released on Target. This is a heavily weeded down version of the number ones 2 CD set. I think there's only like a total of, yeah, look, that's how many songs are on here. Not many, but still a cool little, like fun little piece to own. And again, because it's from Target, it's red. So there's that. And then we have, this was actually one of the coolest things that I've ever gotten. So by the time I reacted to this album on my channel, like this album was pretty hard to find. And then magically on Barnes & Noble, I saw they had it for sale. So I was like, shit, I'm buying it right now. Let me go do it. So as soon as I bought it, the listing was like done. Like there was nothing left. So I somehow magically got the last copy that Barnes & Noble had. And they didn't advertise it as the alternate closed cover title. So not only did I get the last copy, I got the rarest copy that there is of this album. So that's really cool. I'll never forget that too, because I was like, I wonder how many copies they have left. And then I went and there was nothing. And so I was like, oh my God, I got it. And then we have, I've never listened to this album in full, Olivia Newton-John's Physical. This copy is water damaged, but I own it, so there's that. And then I have a reissue right here of Carole King's Tapestry. And that's it for cube number 2. All right, so now we are moving on to the third square, so let's get this going. We have Cyndi Lauper's She's So Unusual. Again, not an album I've listened to in full, but I got it, I think, at a thrift store because I was like, oh my God, it has girls just want to have fun on it. So I was like, gotta pick that up. And then these right here are the Lindsay Lohan albums, which I never thought I'd live to see the day that these would be on vinyl. But this is the Urban Outfitters exclusive, like, what do they have it? Transparent violet vinyl. So that's really cool. Then I have a little more personal Raw on record. This is another really cool pressing. I think just like the splatter on this is like really unique. So I like that. And again, I never thought I'd live to see the day that this was on vinyl. Like that's really, really cool. And then this is an Urban Outfitters. I'm not a big single buyer on records, mostly because records cost a lot of money and I'm not paying like upwards of $20 to have 2 or 3 songs on record. However, this was like $3 on like Black Friday from Urban Outfitters. It's the Pati plus Lonely single from the Marry Me soundtrack of Jennifer Lopez and Maluma. So I was like, okay, I'll do it. I'll pick that up. And now we're getting into my Madonna records, which there is quite a bit of. Not as many Cher, but still a lot. We have her first album, Madonna. This is an original pressing, so it has like all the original versions. Because I know like on Spotify now, the original album like has different remixes on it that aren't technically from the original album and whatnot. Then I have Like a Virgin. This copy, as you can see, is pretty beat up. I bought it on eBay, and the photo looked nothing like this when I bought it. And so when I opened it, like the seller like put tape in the wrong place, and the tape got like all over like the record and whatnot. And so he gave me a refund. But I've never ended up buying a new copy of it, because this is probably my, I know it's blasphemy, but this might be my least favorite Madonna album. Even though it's got the hits, but I know that you can do more. So this is an original pressing of You Can Dance that I own. And then I actually own, this is I think a record store, it's a record store day exclusive of You Can Dance that's on a red vinyl. I don't remember how I got this one, but yeah, I own that too. I don't know if I like found it online for cheap, or I don't even remember, to be honest. And then this came out for a record store day a few years ago as well, too. I do remember buying this. It's the Who's That Girl maxi single, which features a bunch of remixes on it. I do hate that the way that it's like positioned to like put in, like that's where the spine is, like with the title, but the cover's like that. I hate that. Hate it! Then we have a repressing of Madonna's Like a Prayer. Oh, these are out of order. And True Blue. This is an original pressing of True Blue. As you can see, it's got like a sticker on the side from the thrift store I got it from. Let me put that back to where it belongs. Then we have the black repressing of the Immaculate Collection. Iconic. And then we have Erotic. I actually, because this is out of print now, I paid like $70 to get this. Because I was like, I gotta complete my Madonna collection, which is funny because it's still not complete. Then I have Bedtime Stories. This is a repressing. And then probably I would argue, hang on, I gotta fix these really quick. My favorite Madonna album, which is funny because it's a compilation album, but Something to Remember. I love these songs so much. The only like downside of this record is that again, they did cram a lot of songs on one side. So sound quality could be better. Then, if we're talking studio albums, this is easily my favorite, Ray of Light. This is just the standard black pressing. Oh my gosh, come on. Guys, you gotta help me out here and stay better. Then we have Music. This is, I think, all vinyl pressings of Music have the international track listing, so American Pie is on this, which is great. Then we have American Life. Yeah, again, iconic. And then, again, this is honestly, you know what, this actually might, I don't know. I know that it's blasphemy, but I have never been a fan of Confessions on a Dance Floor. I think one of the things I like about Madonna is, like, some of the depth you can get in her lyrics and just the beyondness that she can be. And while there are a lot of great dance songs on Confessions, it's not my favorite. And also the vinyl is the edits, so it doesn't have a continuous mix, which is the one thing I do like about the CD. So yeah, I'm not a fan of Confessions on Dance Floor. Never really have been. And then unfortunately, I don't own. I gotta fix that. Hard Candy or MDNA. MDNA was just reissued, but I pre-ordered it on Merch Bar, and then they were like, "Oh, it's back ordered. We don't have it." And then it was like months and months, and I was like, "Just cancel my order. Then you're never getting it." Here I have Rebel Heart. One of her best albums, one of her best covers. And then I have the Rebel Heart Tour, which came out last year. And it's like the dark, I think, what did they say? Like a purple swirl. It's like purple galaxy swirl, I think is like one of the advertisements. And then it's the standard black pressing right here of Madam X. I think this is the one that does have the misprint on it. And by that, I mean they have it listed on like the wrong side of one of the songs or something like that. So it's cool. And now I have a couple of Reba McEntire records. This is Reba's Greatest Hits. The 25th anniversary reissue, or 20th something anniversary issue of Read My Mind. Another Greatest Hits icon, but this does have a Survivor on it, so we love that. And then we have Stronger Than the Truth. Her most recent, like, yeah, technically her most recent studio album, because the others have been, like, remixes of, like, old songs. Then I have Shawn Mendes' Wonder. Oh, no, Archie Andrews just fell. I promise, actually, after I finish this setup, I'm going to fix my Pop Funkos, because look at That's so depressing. This is Shawn Mendes's Wonder. Ugh. Then I have, this is another new one I just got, Idina Menzel Drama Queen. This is just the standard black pressing. Love this album. Then we have Bette Midler, The Divine Miss M, an original pressing. Oh, now we're getting into the Kylie Minogue albums. This is Kylie Minogue on the white vinyl. It's fun to have. Then we have, and I'll say it every day until the day I leave this earth, I hate this cover so fucking much. This album is so cool, but I don't know how you could take Kylie Minogue, such a beautiful woman, and make her look like an alien. I hate this cover. And it's the purple vinyl as well too. But yeah, love this album. I hate this cover. Then we have Fever, the white 20th anniversary, right? 20th anniversary white reissue. Then Golden, my favorite Kylie Minogue album, which is just standard black. I would like to get the clear one of this one day, though. That would be cool. And then I have Step Back in Time. I remember I was really excited when I got this. I had it shipped all the way from the UK. It's the mint green vinyl, which is just so cool. I remember at the time being really upset that I didn't get the picture disc, but now that I know what I know about picture discs and how they sound, I'm forever thankful that I got the mint green. Oh. Then I have Disco, the extended mixes, which is on the purple vinyl. I used to own, when it came out, like the Blue Marble disco that was like had the bonus tracks. But after they released the guest list edition, I sold that because I don't need 2 copies of one. And I was like, it's fine, it's cool. Then we have Infinite Disco. Then I have the web store exclusive of Tension. That's the gatefold. They're also just now releasing an extended mix vinyl of Tension. All the songs from there too. So it's like, I'll tell you this much. Kylie Minogue has been keeping her fans fed and their pockets empty. Then we have Motown No. 1s. This is a Target exclusive gold vinyl. Very rare for Target to not do a red pressing. So that's really cool. And we have Stevie Nicks, Belladonna. And if you're watching this all the way through, hint, hint, I've been thinking that my next discography journey series might just be for Stevie Nicks, so stay tuned. But this is Belladonna. It's a repress on black vinyl. Then we have a couple of my Donny Osmond records. I've always had like really, mostly probably because I'm attracted to Donny Osmond. I think he's so fucking cute. Even now, like he still is pretty hot. So this is one of his albums, My Best to You, which has the original version of Puppy Love. And then this is when Donny went a little bad boy and released his album, Donny Osmond, his re-entry into the world. This has his fantastic song called Soldier of Love, and then the video, orgasm alert when watching that video. But look at him. Yes. Oh, so hot. I love it. Then we have Dolly Parton, 9 to 5, and Odd Jobs. This is an original pressing of that. And then we have Katy Perry's Teenage Dream. I am pretty close to owning all of Katy Perry's albums on vinyl. I do need to get one of the boys. I just have not decided to pay the money for it yet. This is the Urban Outfitters like picture disc, which honestly sounds pretty great, but like when you twirl it, you can kind of see it there. It looks really cool. It's like, the peppermint swirl and all that, and the other one's blue, but this is cool to have. There is a new pressing of this now that still is really pretty, but isn't a picture disc, so I want to get that eventually. Then I have the standard black pressing. So annoying. Prism. Now, as if this is the standard black pressing of Witness, there is also this Urban Outfitters exclusive version that like goes for a lot of money now, and everybody I'm very happy. As if the Witness cover wasn't bad enough. The Urban Outfitters cover is hated. I hate the Urban Outfitters cover of it. So I'm happy that I just own the standard one of Witness. And then I have the Target exclusive of Smile on blue vinyl. And then I got this. My dad used to be a DJ, and so in the basement of our house, like there's a bunch of old records that are just like rotting away. And occasionally I found like a couple things in there, but this is RuPaul, House of Love, and Back to My Roots on picture disc, which is cool. I'm not a RuPaul Drag Race gay. Like I've never watched an episode of it, but I do like those 2 songs that are on here. Then I have Elvis Presley, If I Can Dream, with the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra, which I love this. His voice sounds really good with all these instruments. And then my little Charlie Puth collection. This is 9-track Mine. This is the last album I reacted to of 2022, so special. I do like this album a lot. My favorite song by him is easily Some Type of Love, which is on this record. And then I still have never listened to this album in full because I was going to do a reaction to it and I bought the record because I was like, I'll have it for the future. I only know 2 songs from this album, which is Attention and How Long. So one day I still need to react to this, but I do own it on vinyl. I've owned it for almost 2 years now and I've never listened to it in full. And then here's his most recent studio album, Charlie. I ended up buying the record, this is just the standard black, but I also bought the signed CD from his web store. I ended up selling the CD, or getting rid of the CD, but I kept the signed insert, which you can see right there. And then the last one of this shelf is Selena #1s. This is a picture disc vinyl that's a Target exclusive. This one actually does sound pretty good as well too, so I'm happy about that. All right, as you can see, the Funkos have been restored. Everything looks nice again. Watch them all be down by the end of this video again too. But here we go, shelf number 4. So who do we start with here? Okay, so now we are on to my Diana Ross records, which a couple of these I've listened to in full and a couple of months I've not. So this is Touch Me in the Morning. I know Touch Me in the Morning, and I think that's the only one I know off of this. So there's that. And then I have Diana Ross, Why Do Fools Fall in Love, which of course I know the title track of this one. And I do like this pressing because it's like one of those ones where you open it and it's like a full poster, which is really cool. A little sexy Diana. And now I gotta put this back in, which is never fun. Oh no, it went well. Oh, but I put it in the wrong way. Oh well. I'll worry about that at another time. Then we have, I think this album's called Silk Electric, which has the song Muscles on it, which I really, really do enjoy. And then we have Eaten Alive, which features Chain Reaction, one of my top 5 Diana Ross songs. Again, most of these albums I've not listened to in full, mostly because I always have the theory that one day I'll film a reaction to it. But yeah. Then we have Diana, and this one does feature I'm Coming Out, so obviously I know that. Oh, and Upside Down, right? Yep, Upside Down. Then, because this album was never released on vinyl, another top 5 Diana Ross song of mine is Take Me Higher. And this is a single release from Motown that features the radio edit of Take Me Higher, the dub mix, the instrumental, the a cappella. And then on the other side, it features the 12-inch mix and then the LP version. So it's a bunch of different great mixes of Take Me Higher. So I'm honored to have that. And then we have her most recent studio album, Thank You, which I absolutely love. This is the pink vinyl, which looks so pretty. I love the floweriness of it and all that. Stunning. And then we have the recent reissue of Shakira's Donde Están las Ladrones, which is, this is the Walmart exclusive, which looked a little better in the mock-up photo, but still looks nice. So I'm happy to have that. I would rather have Pies Descalzos on vinyl, but it's okay. Well, it is on vinyl, it's just expensive. And then I have the Urban Outfitters exclusive laundry service, which has the splatter vinyl again. They did reissue this later in like a regular gold, which I don't own, but this is just fine with me. Then I have Oral Fixation Volume 2, which is the half green, half red, kind of to resemble the apple. I do like that. Then probably my favorite Shakira album, She Wolf. I don't know if that's, I feel like that's very twinky of me to say that this is my favorite Shakira. No, I would probably say Pies Descalzos is my favorite, but hey, whatever. But this is a light mint green vinyl. It's really pretty. It matches the cover perfectly. And then we have here, I'm a big fan, because I don't drive, I do a lot of my workouts from home. I do all my workouts from home. I'm a big fan of like Insanity Max 30 or Jillian Michaels or Leslie Sansone. And of course, the one and only Richard Simmons. This is an exercise record that I've never done because like without a visual thing to follow, I don't really know what the hell I'm doing. But it is cool to have this. Richard Simmons Reach. Love that man. Hope he's okay. And now we have, these just came out this year. These are the vinyl reissues of Jessica Simpson's albums. So we have Sweet Kisses. Now, again, this is probably like one of my instances where I'm like, Urban Outfitters, what are you thinking? Because the main color on this album is blue, but yet the pressing is pink. Not that it's ugly, but it doesn't match, and I don't really enjoy that. So yeah, and before those Jessica Simpson albums came out, I did pick up the I Wanna Love You Forever single, and this does have the radio edit of it, as well as a couple of the remixes for I Wanna Love You Forever. And then we have the Where You Are featuring Nick Lachey single. I don't think this one has the original album cut, but it does have all the remixes. And then, again, another record that does not match. Here we have Jessica Simpson, where Irresistible, where the main colors on here are like black and pink. So it would have been great for maybe a pink record. No. Green. Urban Outfitters. I love it when you press stuff that, you know, is not easy to come by, but... What? That doesn't make any sense to me. Okay. And then we have the Irresistible single, which I think has... Does this have the one, like, with little Bow Wow on it? Oh, it does. Yeah, it does. There's the So So Def remix with little Bow Wow, which is fun. And then we have In This Skin, which... This shit cracks me up, because as we know, this album was reissued, and the reissue has, like, a bluer cover. It has, like, a blue border around it. So that would make sense if you were using the blue border for this blue picture disc, or this blue disc, but... Like, the perfect time to do, like, a tan vinyl blue. It's crazy. Now, the one thing that is cool about this record, though, is that it does come with the 7-inch single for Angels, Take My Breath Away, and With You, the acoustic version. So I do appreciate that. That's cool. But the coloring is just very interesting to me. I want to know who did that. Okay, I need to take a sip of water. Talking all this much is hard on the throat, I'll tell you that. All right. Next up, okay, we have another Jessica Simpson. This is the Public Affair single, which I picked up because this is one of her best songs of all time. Sadly, Urban Outfitters still has not pressed a Public Affair on vinyl, nor have they pressed Do You Know? So we're still waiting for that, Urban. But this features the album edit of A Public Affair, as well as the, oh yeah, it says right here, extended mix, album version, and instrumental. Now we are going into my Sunny and Cher records. If you thought you'd seen the last of Cher, you hadn't, because I keep her and Sunny separate. This is their first album, Look at Us. A compilation album they did called Baby Don't Go, which featured some of their songs that they made before they were Sunny and Cher, and instead Caesar and Cleo. Then we have The Wondrous World of Sunny and Cher. This is probably my least favorite Sunny and Cher album. But I do like, again... Sunny, that man made a lot of mistakes, but sometimes his wardrobe choices, I'm like, damn, I'd wear that. I would. I'd wear it in a heartbeat. I love those boots he has on there. And again, this outfit, I like it too. In Case You're in Love, this is their third album. Then we have All I Ever Need Is You. Again, not a fan of the hair, this hair that he has here, but I'd still wear that outfit. So yeah. And then we have Sunny and Cher live. There's another live album too, but I don't own that one. Then, okay, maybe this outfit I wouldn't wear. Mama was a rock and roll singer, and Papa used to write all her songs. This is their last album. Very bizarre album, I'll tell you that much. Now we are into my Spice Girls records. We have Spice Girls, the first one. I know that there's a new reissue, but these are just all like the original, like early 2020 pressings, I think. So this is Spice World. And we have Forever, one of their best album, if you ask me. No, technically their second best. But love this. But again, I still want to know. We need to fight and put in jail whoever did that to Melanie C's hair and Melanie C and Victoria's hair. Oh my God. They need to be jailed. And then we have the greatest hits, the Spice Girls, as well too. Okay, another sip. Now we are into my Britney Spears collection. So here we go. This is her first album, which is on the picture disc. I would eventually like to get just a regular pressing of this because I do like her first album a lot, actually. Yeah. Then my least favorite Britney Spears album, Oops, I Did It Again. I don't like it because it's a very repetitive album, but this is the Urban Outfitters, I think the second Urban Outfitters release, which is really pretty. Then we have Britney, which again, this is another very pretty record. They did really well on their Britney reissues at Urban Outfitters, I'll just say that. Then we have In the Zone, probably my favorite Britney Spears album. Oh, it's going down there. Ugh. Okay. Then we have Greatest Hits, My Prerogative. Again, the Urban Outfitters exclusive version. And Blackout, the Holy Bible of Pop, we have right here, which looks really pretty. And then we have Circus. And then Femme Fatale, which I'm really happy they repressed as well too. Now, okay, here's the thing. Especially after I just finished reading Britney Spears' book like 2 days ago. And I'm aware of the conservatorship and, you know, all that jazz and stuff. So technically, Britney Jean, I know it's hated by the fans, but it is not my favorite in terms of like Britney's work, but it's my personal favorite Britney album because I did buy it when it came out because I was starting to get into pop music at the time, and I remember seeing it in Best Buy, and I was like, oh, let me get this. I, you know, maybe expand my palette, if you will. And I really liked it, and then I was really upset that I didn't buy the bonus track edition or the deluxe edition because of the bonus tracks, and then I heard the bonus tracks, and I was like, oh my god, these tracks are amazing. So I feel very sentimental to Britney Jean, especially because it is about to celebrate its 10th anniversary. So believe me, I know that a lot of the vocals are not hers on it. But it does have my favorite Britney Spears song, which is Perfume. So I'm sorry, but I do in fact own 2 copies of Britney Jean, both the Urban Outfitters exclusives, the original pink release, and then the splatter vinyl. I know. I hear everything you're saying, but I like it. I'm sorry, okay? Then we have the Swimming. Again, this is probably my other favorite Britney Spears song of all time, Swimming in the Stars. This is the Urban Outfitters single release. And then this is the Glory reissue, which has the superior cover and the bone white vinyl. And then this is probably one of the weirder things I own. It's Sting's recordings for the musical The Last Ship. I really enjoy that show. It's a fantastic musical that deserved a lot more. And the original Broadway cast recording was never released on vinyl, so it is cool to have this piece. Okay, so my current thing that I'm doing right now with my record collection is that I own pretty much every Cher album, every like singer that I really like. So right now I'm working on collecting all of Barbra Streisand's albums, and it's actually really fitting. Let me grab this here real quick because today is officially the release of her biography on the day I'm filming it. What is today? It's the 7th. So her biography just came out today. Now, coincidentally, as I said before, I work at a library. And somehow our library got this book a week early. So we got it literally, I think, last Tuesday. So I've had it just at home because I was waiting for the audiobook to drop. And I listened to the first couple chapters this morning. But yeah, so it's really cool that finally, after all these years, this 999-page memoir, or no, is it exactly 999? But yeah, anyway, I'm working my way through collecting, let me put this down here, all of Barbra Streisand's albums. So here we go. These are what I have so far. Yeah, okay. So this is the Barbra Streisand album. Also, one thing I want to say is that her label originally wanted this album to be called Sweet and Saucy Streisand. And I know she hated that title. I can't lie. I actually really, in a world that I live in, I do actually prefer the label's title. I think it's funny. I think it's cute. But I also get what she said. She said, I want people to go in the store and if they say, I want the Barbra Streisand album, there's the Barbra Streisand album. So I get it. But I do like the title Sweet and Saucy Streisand. I do. Then I have the second Barbra Streisand album. The third album, What About Today? My Name is Barbra. My Name is Barbra 2. These are sliding. I got it. People. Color Me Barbra. Je m'appelle Barbra. Oh no, we're falling. We're falling. Simply Streisand. Stony End. Barbra Jones Streisand. What is this one? Live concert at the Forum. Wait, this is like one of the ones, yeah. It has to go in a weird way. This is The Way We Were, but this is really cool. This is one of like the earlier pressings that don't say The Way We Were on it. It's titled Barbra Streisand, featuring the hit single The Way We Were and All in Love is Fair. Oh no. Well, hang on, let me just, oh my gosh, let me just take these out. Everything's sliding on me. Then we have, this is actually one of the cooler pieces that I have. This I found at a thrift store not too far from me. But this is like a Philippines exclusive like release. It's called New Gold Disc. Where does it even say on here? Like, I don't know, but like this was never released in America. So I wonder how it made its way out here outside of Chicago. So that's cool. And then we have Classical Barbra. Songbird, which features the Tomorrow from Annie. Barbra Streisand's Greatest Hits, Volume 2. Oh, so that means I need Volume 1. Guilty. Emotion, which features actually the original hype sticker right there, which is really cool. The Broadway album, which I love. One Voice. Encore Movie Partners Sing Broadway. Walls. And then finally, Release Me Too. I am asking, I don't own yet the new Evergreens compilation album or Menzel, the reissue yet. I'm asking for those for Christmas, so yeah. So that's the end of shelf number 4. We're doing it. All right, so before I start with the 5th shelf, I got my dog Toby would like to say hi to everybody really quick. Say hello. She's like, please get me off camera. All right, go do what you gotta do. All right, so now again, we are starting on shelf 5. And in this shelf, we are gonna finish all the albums and I believe get started on cast albums and soundtracks. So here we go. All right, so first up, we have the Target pressing of Harry Styles' Fine Line, which is a really cool, fun one. But what I hate about this pressing is that the first disc looks so pretty. Like, look at the detail on that. And then the second one, it's like the effort dropped off really, really quick. Oh, and there's this holder for it is ripped, so I gotta fix that. All right. Then I have Donna Summer, Love to Love You Baby, which of course features like the 15-minute version of Love to Love You Baby. Then I have, oh, I forgot I own this, Donna Summer Live and More. Ooh, And then On the Radio, Greatest Hits Volumes 1 and 2. And then, I have a package that was just delivered. Donna Summer, I'm a Rainbow, recovered and recolored. That's hard to say. And this is the blue pressing of that. This I don't think I've listened to in full, because I know it's like of an album that's like not mixed very well, and then they tried to remix it, and I got that as a gift for Christmas a few years ago. Diana Ross or the Supremes. I have this list unlabeled under the Supremes. The Target transparent yellow vinyl. I just pulled out 2 by accident. Oh, this is one of my favorites. One of my favorite albums is Ashley Tisdale's Headstrong. Just a great piece of 2007 nostalgia. It's never been released on record, but however, there was this release of the key cuts of the album. So this little piece does feature Not Like That, Be Good to Me, the instrumental of Be Good to Me, and then as well as Headstrong, He Said, She Said, and then the instrumental of He Said, She Said. So one of my favorite little pieces that I own. Then I have Tina Turner's Private Dancer. Is this what this one is? Yeah, Private Dancer. And then I'm getting into my Shania Twain records. I have Come On Over. I got this for really cheap because at the time, I had a friend. She's not my friend anymore, and she's actually a horrible human being. But she worked at Cracker Barrel, and she got a discount on everything, like in the store. And this was already on clearance, and so I got it for like super, super cheap. Then I have the green version of Up. I picked this up this year because both the red and the green were out of print for a while, and then magically the green ones started getting like repressed, or someone found a bunch of dead stock of it. So now it's easier to get the green one, but the red version is still tough to get. But the real question is, when will we get the blue version of Up on vinyl? Then we have Shania Now. It's crazy also that I'm filming this because 1 week ago today is actually when I saw Shania Twain, so fun. And then we have the most recent studio album. We have Queen of Me. This is just the standard black vinyl. All right, and then I have, this is another record that doesn't sound too great because they crammed too many songs on each side, but it's Carey Underwood's Greatest Hits, Decade #1. It's a gray vinyl. I do like this album a lot. I like a lot of these songs, but it's a shame that they don't sound too good. And then I have her album, Cry Pretty, which is on the pink vinyl. Okay, so now we have, I'm going to try and move to the side a little bit, but now we have officially completed all of the regular albums. So now we are on to cast recordings. So here we go. We have Avenue Q, the musical. I got this actually really cheap at a Second and Charles, so that's always fun. And then this is the Book of Mormon original cast recording. It's not signed by the original Broadway cast. I bought this when I saw the tour in Los Angeles, and I had the cast there sign it. And it's on the gold records, like kind of like the gold plates. This album, actually, I should take it out because this is probably one of like the coolest sets that I own. Like you open it and like it just, and like the quality of it is so great too. And it came with stickers, I think, in one of the spots. Yeah, you can see the stickers there. This is a really cool set. I wish like every set had this like attention to detail, but yeah. And I actually just saw the new Non-Equity tour a couple months ago in Newport News, Virginia, because I was living there for a little bit. So that was fun. It's nice to see because like usually Non-Equity tours, like the set is like, and the set still was pretty great. So I was happy with that. Then I have the original cast. This isn't the original cast, but it's original cast recording of the complete production of Candide. Cats original Broadway cast recording. The Cher Show original Broadway cast recording on the orange vinyl. This pressing was actually very disappointing to me because it's not the full original Broadway cast recording. It's only highlights. The CD is complete, the Spotify version is complete, but the vinyl version, they got cheap and only wanted to release one record, not make it a 2 LP set, so they cut out some of the songs, and so it really makes me mad because it was kind of false advertising. It should have been highlighted, or it should have been noted that it was highlights of the original Broadway cast recording. So I don't honestly recommend picking that up, even though I love Miss Stephanie J. Blanc. A Chorus Line original cast recording. Company original Broadway cast recording. Evita premiere American cast recording because they recorded this before they went to Broadway. Oh, we're falling in. Funny Girl, the original Broadway cast recording. This is one of my favorite pieces that I own. It's the original London production cast of the musical Gone with the Wind. This book/movie has been, there have been so many attempts to make it into a successful musical that have never really worked out. I think the last time was in 2007. So it's been a rough time for this. And this is a different musical than the one that was in 2007. But this actually does have a couple of pretty songs on here. There's a really pretty song called We Belong to You that I like a lot. But yeah, it was never smooth sailing for Gone with the Wind, the musical. And today now, with the backlash that the film and everything is received, perhaps for the best, if you will. Then we have the Pearl Bailey cast recording of Hello Dolly. The keys of this are just so staggering to me because, like in the, well, actually, I'll just show it to you really quick, like here. The Bette Midler Hello Dolly cast recording, they have, what's his name? Sorry, there's also a train coming. I think, is it Gavin Creel as Cornelius Hackle? And of course he's a tenor, so it's like very high key for Put On Your Sunny Clothes. But like the guy that's playing Cornelius on here, like I remember I was listening to this and I was shocked because he was like, out there's a world outside of Yonkers, and I was like, versus the one on this. So it was interesting to hear a baritone. Or a bass Cornelius Hackle, because I mean that's definitely not Michael Crawford or Gavin Creel, or Nick Rillo, who played him on the tour. This is a Little Night Music, the original London cast recording. People do say that this is the best like sung version of the show that's on record. Then we have Angela Lansbury in Mame. I have a soft spot for Mame. I really do like a lot of the songs from there. And of course it has B. Arthur on it, so... then we have the original Broadway cast recording of The Music Man. I'm not crazy about The Music Man. And that is ripped. I gotta fix that. Then we have My Fair Lady. I think... No, I thought I had 2 copies. I don't. But this is that. Then I have 9. This was actually a really cool pickup from a half-price books because it was an ex-library, so you can see the library it came from there. Yeah, not crazy about 9, but I do like some of the songs. Then we have Mary Martin and Peter Pan. And then this is a sentimental record for me to have. Seesaw was the first college show that I was ever a part of. It was literally the first show my first year as a freshman at a school that I'm going to keep nameless. And I was tricked into being ASM for the show, and it was absolute hell. And since then, I vowed that I will never work backstage at a show ever again, because that was not for me. Rough times. But and while the show is like not really good, I do enjoy the score. That was like the only highlight of the whole experience, was that I did like some of the songs of the show. So there's that. Then I have Pippin. I do not like Pippin. I don't actually know why I own that. Then I have The Pretty Woman, the musical original Broadway cast recording. Weirdly enough, not a good show again, but I do like the score for a weird reason. Then I have the original Broadway cast recording, or the original Chicago cast of the SpongeBob musical. This is the Barnes & Noble exclusive on yellow vinyl. It also comes with a poster, so that's really cool. This is a Barnes & Noble exclusive of the Donna Summer musical. And unlike the Cher Show cast recording, they actually included the full album. So, thank you. And I love this poster. Stunning. And then I have Wicked. Oh my god. So annoying. Wicked, the original Broadway cast recording. I used to own the Barnes & Noble green version, but that got destroyed in a flood. So this is just the standard black that I ended up picking up a few years later. There's also a new 20th anniversary vinyl that just came out that I might end up picking up, but I haven't decided yet. Okay, so now we are on to soundtrack albums. So that's cool. This is one of my favorite films, Amadeus. It's a fantastic film. It's highly inaccurate, but great film. Great film, and the music is stunning. Then I have Beaches. What a movie. I actually rewatched it this past summer. Still so iconic. And this is probably, I know this is a weird one to say it with, but this is truly like one of the best sounding records that I own, because the CD version that I have, it just sounds like lifeless compared to the vinyl. Like you put on the vinyl and it's like, whoa, like it sounds so good. So there's that. I have the best of Hannah Montana. This is the clear vinyl. I think there's also a purple one of this as well too. Burlesque, the original motion picture soundtrack on pink vinyl. Cruel Intentions. This is actually, I bought this, I think in like early 2020. It was at the Urban Outfitters that was in Chicago near the Nederlander Theater. It's since been closed down, which is really sad because like that was the only Urban Outfitters that was like somewhat close to me. And I found this on the shelf and it was opened. And I was like, hey, what's the deal with this? And they were like, oh, it probably was just returned. And they were like, we'll give you another discount on it. So I think I got it for like $10. And I only bought it just to have Bittersweet Symphony. But yeah, so that's cool. It also has another song I know on it called This Love, which was covered by Sarah Brightman. So I like that too. Cinderella, that's a thrift store pickup. Footloose. Frozen, the songs. Funny, actually, this was just delivered to my house yesterday because this is where I'm at in my Barbra Streisand album collecting. It's also so nice, the website Barbra Archives. Just is such a help in knowing the order in which to go and everything. But yeah, I literally just got this yesterday. Sonny and Cher in Good Times. I do like the song on here. Well, the title track is great too, but The Little Things is really fun. And then the finale song where she's like, it's just a name. It's just a name. That's fun. We have the Goonies, the soundtrack on Canary yellow vinyl, I think is what they said. Actually, my most recent Funko Pop pickup, I got this for $6 at Walmart. It's Mikey. So I love that. cool. Then we have the Lizzie McGuire soundtrack on the split red and white vinyl. This one actually does go for a lot now too, so I'm happy I own that. Now, that friend I spoke of earlier that is like a terrible human being, and I want to express she is a horrible human being. One of the few nice things she ever did, she was visiting a friend of mine that lived outside of in Indiana. And I noticed that this record was at the Barnes & Noble near her. And I was like, can you pick this up for me on your way home? I'll pay you the money. And she did. So that was nice of her. One of the few nice things she ever did. But this is the I'm Breathless music from Inspired by Dick Tracy vinyl on the yellow. I love this. Is probably, I feel like as Madonna fans, we forget about this record. It's so fun. I mean, the vocals on here, I mean, you're a man with the gun sooner or later. Hanky Panky, I'm Going Bananas. Just so many good pieces. Now I'm Following You. And then finally, the superior Grease film, Grease 2, which, stunning. There was actually a repress from FYE like 2 years ago that I wish I picked up, but I love the songs of Grease 2. I'm a Grease 2 stan. Okay, everybody, we are officially on to the last square of my vinyl collection. These that you see over here, these are laser discs. These are not vinyls, so that's another video for another day. But okay. Oh my god, we did it. So here we go. We're still on to soundtracks. Oh, so this is a recent pickup. I've never actually seen this movie. Wait a minute. That's what's his name. Wait. Oh, I didn't know this. So this is the soundtrack for the film The Main Event, and the song from it is The Main Event Fight. I've never seen this movie, and I'm going to watch it eventually because I'm actually working my way through watching all of Cher and Barbra Streisand's movies. But what I didn't realize is, so last night I watched, hang on, I have it right here still. I got it from the library. I watched the movie What's Up, Doc, which I've seen before, actually. This is one of the few Barbra Streisand, well, not few, I've seen it quite a bit, but like one of them that I've seen. I didn't know she did 2 movies with Ryan O'Neal, because he's in this too. Oh my god! I just was like looking at it, I was like, hey, that's Ryan O'Neal. I mostly know Ryan O'Neal because he's Bones' dad from the show Bones, Temperance Brennan, so I didn't know that. What a world. I didn't know she did 2 movies with him. Where am I going to put this? I'll put it right here for now. Okay, what's up next? We have Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, the soundtrack. This is the standard black vinyl. There is also a picture disc of this as well, too, that I do not own. Then we have the Muppet movie. Iconic. My Fair Lady, the movie. I've actually never seen the movie of My Fair Lady. I've only ever seen the recent revival with Laura Benanti. Then I have, this is actually such a bizarre thing for me to own. It's the Riverdale cast recording of Carey the Musical. This is the only way to get the Carey the Musical songs on vinyl. Now, the covers on this range from like decent to like bad. Like the one, what's her name? Her cannot sing and is singing Carey in the lowest key I think is possible. But like some of the other songs, like The Inn sounds really good. What is the You Shine sounds really good, sung by the cast. So there's like some highlights there, but and this is also like before Riverdale like went off the deep end of like just such craziness. It was always crazy, but like it just like after a while you're like, wait, what? Yeah. So and then we have The Rose. I've actually never seen this movie in full either, but I do love the song. Sleeping Beauty, original. This is my favorite of the Disney princess movies because I love the score and the artwork on it is beautiful. Another Sleeping Beauty. Then we have Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And then another copy of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, but this is a picture disc, which unfortunately because of time is like started to like yellow a bit, but it still looks really cool. Soul Man. This film, I've never actually seen it in full, but it's rough. It is a rough time. It's basically about a white guy who can't get into college, so he pretends to be a black man and goes in blackface to get into college under a black scholarship. Rough times. I found this at a thrift store, and I only bought it because it does have the song Soul Man, but woof. That's all I gotta say. We have Sister Act, the Walmart. Oh no, it's backwards. What color is this? This is just a red vinyl. But yeah, one of my favorite movies, and I'm so happy that they put that on vinyl. Sister Act 2, which is another Walmart exclusive. This is a white vinyl. A Star is Born. Well, no, technically the Judy Garland is the best version, but I like the songs in this one a little more. We have State Fair, my favorite Rodgers and Hammerstein musical. I love State Fair. I don't know why, because it's like one of like the most basic plots of all their musicals, but there's something about the songs that I really like. And this is the 1962 remake, which I also own. It's like one of the rare Blu-rays I have from Twilight Time. I own the Blu-ray of this one. I don't own the Blu-ray of the original one, because the original 1945, well, technically that's a remake too. It's only in that Rodgers and Hammerstein Blu-ray set, which I've never bought, so one day. But I do own, oh my god, look at me, just revealing my demons, my DVD set of it, which you can see, like, when I was younger, I wrote my name, and, like, I had my DVDs numbered, which is just a shame, because this is never coming off, but, yeah. Oh, embarrassing. Okay, here we go. Then we have, this is actually really cool to talk about. So as I said, I'm working my way through watching all of Barbra Streisand and Cher's movies right now. So Cher's first movie that she ever took part in was this film called Wild on the Beach. She has nothing to do with the movie except for the fact that this film is like a soft musical. Like, there's more musical numbers than there are plot devices happening. And there's just a scene where her and Sonny, it like literally the movie stops and it's like, ladies and gentlemen, Sonny and Cher, and they sing It's Gonna Rain from the first album. But there's like a lot of really, when I was watching this, I was like, especially because like obviously I'm 27 years old, so like a beach movie from the 60s is not my calling of a film to watch, you know what I mean? And I was actually really like intrigued by watching this movie. I had to get it from Amazon because it's like a harder movie to get. But it was obviously wasn't good, but it was fun to watch. But the songs in it were really good. Like my number one takeaway song from it was the song called where is it? Runaway from Him, which is by what was the singer's name? It like had a bunch of like famous singers at the time. Cindy Malone. Like when the song started playing, I was like, this is a good song. And then the lead guy of the movie, whose name is where is it? Frankie Randall. He had this song called The Gods of Love, which I really like too. So I ended up picking this up for $10 on eBay. I really liked the movie actually. Then we have Xanadu. And then Yentl, my favorite Barbra Streisand movie. There is obviously a new box set that just came out. I asked my dad's girlfriend for it for Christmas, so that way I would save the buck. But I do own the original gatefold pressing of the album. I also do own, I got it for $50 earlier this year. Where is it? Oh my god. Well, it might be MIA at the moment, but I do own, oh no, here it is, haha. I own the Twilight Time Blu-ray of Yentl, because how can I not? It's, oh yeah, and then it has the receipt that I have in there, but it also has the booklet and everything. So, love Yentl. Can't wait to rewatch that on my journey. Yeah, okay. Okay, now we are officially on to Christmas albums, and then box sets. So, here we go. I like to keep Christmas out separately, because I like to put these on display, like, around this time of the year. I have like a thing here that actually holds records, so I put them on that and whatnot. But this is Christina Aguilera's My Kind of Christmas on gray vinyl. Pat Boone's White Christmas. I like his voice because obviously he's from the State Fair remake and, you know, he's great. Unfortunately, he's like a crazy Christian now, so that's sad, but I bought it at thrift stores, so that money didn't go to him. We have Mariah Carey's Merry Christmas on red vinyl. This, actually, I think I might get rid of because I have tried and I've gotten multiple copies of this. And for some reason, the pressing of this album on the red vinyl, it skips a lot during Oh Holy Night. Every pressing I've got, Oh Holy Night just skips a lot. And so I've never been happy with that. So I ended up finally picking out the Target pressing, which is the splatter vinyl, which I think is prettier. And it plays perfectly. So I eventually have got to get rid of the red vinyl. And then we have Merry Christmas to You, my personal favorite of her holiday albums, on the black vinyl. And then I made a whole video about this, so I'm not going to go into detail, but I was sent 2 copies. I have the other one hiding out right here of Cher Christmas. I'm one of the first people in the world to own Cher Christmas on vinyl. There's a video on that you can go and check out, but yeah, I got that in here already. I can't even put it in my Discogs yet because it's not out, so there's nothing for it to register with. Then we have Kelly Clarkson's My Kind of Christmas, or not My Kind of Christmas, Wrapped in Red, what am I thinking? Which is a red vinyl. Then we have Bing Crosby's Merry Christmas. This album is a little more sentimental to me now because last year I did end up performing in the musical White Christmas as the Bing Crosby character. What's his name? Bob Wallace. So that was a whole lot of fun. My first ever paid acting gig, so that was really cool. And then here's another copy. I think this one, there are 2 different versions because I think this one's stereo. I don't know if this one might be mono, but yeah, there are 2 different versions of it. And as you can see, this one looks a little less like it came from a smoke-filled household. This is an OG, well not OG, it probably came out in like 2017, I think. But this is the pressing of These Are the Special Times on black vinyl. So this features the original track listing, which does mean it includes the R. Kelly song, I'm Your Angel. The new pressing that they've released, which I think is like a gold vinyl, it does not have I'm Your Angel, but they replace it with the song I Met an Angel on Christmas Day, which is funny to think that they both have angel in the title. But I know that it's not right to listen to R. Kelly. I get that. And I know why. I mean, obviously. But I mean, when you do that, you're kind of like erasing like the history of the album, especially because on Spotify streaming right now, this is why I don't really love streaming. If you go and listen to the album, you're not listening to the original track listing. So with this, you can. And obviously with the original CD, you can. But yeah, so there's that. Then we have one of my all-time favorite Christmas albums. We have Hilary Duff's Santa Claus Lane. This is the Urban Outfitters exclusive. I love this record so much. Again, this goes back to streaming, but my favorite song on here is I Heard Santa on the Radio, which features Christina Milian. And you can't stream that on Spotify, or probably, I think, Apple Music. It's on YouTube, like legally on YouTube, on Hilary Duff's YouTube, but yeah, amazing. I love it. Then we have Josh Groban's Noel. Love me some Joshy. Then Idina Menzel, Christmas, A Season of Love. I do prefer her first holiday album over this one, but I do enjoy it. Then we have Whitney Houston, One Wish, the holiday album. There was a lot of like controversy over this when it was released by Walmart because it was labeled as a snowy white vinyl. I think we all know why. It was controversial. Yeah. Then another one of my favorite Christmas albums, Reba McEntire's Merry Christmas to You. So many great pieces on here that I don't think a lot of people do. And I'm not a religious person by any means, but for some reason during the holiday season, I love me a religious Christmas song. So like all the ones on here, Away in a Manger, On This Day, the ones that you really haven't heard, like On This Day, Happy Birthday Jesus, I'll Open This One for You, A Christmas Letter. So many good pieces. This is my favorite albums to listen to on vinyl. Okay, I actually do have a funny story about this record right here. So this is Reba McEntire's My Kind of Christmas, the original version. So I think in 2017, 2016, she did release My Kind of Christmas, and it was a Cracker Barrel exclusive, and so you could only get the CD and the vinyl from Cracker Barrel. And I could not find the CD at any Cracker Barrel whatsoever. So I ended up only being able to pick up the vinyl. And this was like before I was like super into vinyl collecting. And I remember I was upset because I was like, now I can't listen to the CD and like rip it into my iTunes and have it with me everywhere I go. Now, thankfully, a year later, they did reissue the album with some extra tracks. But on one of the songs that are on this, because this is all like, it's just Reba and a piano. It's really a really fun little record. I forget which song, but like you can only get that version of it on this, because on the reissue, they replaced it with a duet version. So yeah, but I do like this one a lot. Reba's Christmas albums are great. I'm not as into Secret of Giving, the second Christmas album, but these two, ooh, I love them. Then we have a Holly Dolly Christmas, which is just such a fun piece. This is the Walmart clear vinyl. Then Kenny and Dolly, Once Upon a Christmas. And then Elvis Sings the Wonderful World of Christmas. the Elvis Presley, the classic Christmas album. And then Diana Ross, Wonderful Christmas Time, which is like a compilation of like, I think her one Christmas album, and then some other album she has that she does Christmas songs on, I'm not sure. Oh, and then we have another Jessica Simpson. This is actually, so at the time when this came out, I was living in Annapolis doing my Christmas. This was a year ago. So I didn't buy this album when it came out on vinyl. But I waited because my friends I was living with them, they lived like 10 minutes away from the mall. So I walked over to the mall like in January. And they had this on clearance for like $10. So I was like, oh, steal. So I'm happy about that. And then I think this is the last of the Christmas albums. We have Barbra Streisand, A Christmas Album, which is a great way to end that. So now we're going on to my like little box set section I have. So like right here, I keep these out of the record because just for spacing wise. And I think these are just these are just like the inner sleeves. But this is Mariah Carey, The Rarities. For a while, this was a rarity to own because they didn't press a lot of copies of this on record. But then they reissued it, I think, last year. So it is now easier to get. But I keep the records in there in like my special sleeves that I get. And then I keep outside of the record because they wouldn't fit like the original like record holders. Oh yeah, so there's 2 of them in each of these. So yeah, as you can see there. So yeah, gotta keep those safe. And then next up, I believe, I keep these out of the record too. This isn't really a box set, but it's kind of like, it's a 3 LP set, so it was harder to fit. This is Madonna, Madam X, music from the theater experience. I love this cover, by the way. I think this one's my favorite out of all the ones that were released. But I keep the records outside in this, so that way it just helps with like storage and whatnot. I know that they make like bigger like protectors for records, but I don't have many, so I'm like, I don't see that as a worthwhile investment at the moment. Maybe someday, you never know. But I'm kind of broke. And then you saw the pieces of this earlier, but this is one of my favorite prized possessions. This is the It's a Man's World box set. This is the Cher web store exclusive version. So here's the original sticker that was in it, and the lithograph. This is the lithograph that the web store came with. So yeah, that's another cool little piece to own right there. Again, I keep the records out separately because I just liked it better that way. And then we have the original version of Madonna's Finally Enough Love. So this came out when the album dropped back in 2022. This cost me, I think, $200 at the time. But I was like one of the first people to get it. So this box set ended up going out of print, or they stopped making copies of it. But then a year later, they reissued it, and like each record was like a different like color, which was so pretty. And I was like, are you effing kidding me? Because like honestly, even though I guess this is the rarer box set, so the records are either black or red versus the other ones where they're all like multiple colors. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Because the new one is like so gay, so fun, so amazing. And I wish I owned that one, but hey, I guess this is technically the rarer of the 2. So that is kind of cool to have, but yeah, this is a really, really fun box set to own. I love the cover artwork. It's a lot of great fun. I should eventually probably pick up the 2 LP one of just the regular, like the not 50 number ones, like the standard one, but that's for another day. And then this is Reba McEntire revived, remixed, and revisited. This is another fun set that I own. I keep some of the things out here separately, but this is a really fun box set. I originally wanted to get the clear one, but that didn't end up panning out. So as you can see, it's got like all these inner sleeves inside and all that. And this one's really cool, and it glitters. Let me see if I can get that up close. I did an unboxing of this on my TikTok, I think, so you can kind of see the glitter that it has, but yeah, this one's a lot of fun. I love it. And now we are on my last little box set, technically not the last thing we're going to look at. This is Disco, the guest list edition. Oh no, this is coming undone right here. That's sad. But yeah, so you slide that off, and then it's got the records inside and all that jazz. So that's a fun piece to own. Yeah, so that's my oh my gosh, should I be upset over this? Do you see that? It's coming off. That makes me sad. No. Probably from like pushing into the back there, but I mean, hey, not everything can stay perfect forever. And then I used to own a bunch of 7-inch singles, but they're not really my shtick. So I only have one now, and I only bought it because it was the only way to get one of my favorite Kylie Minogue songs on vinyl. And this is the 7-inch for Get Out of My Way, which I has on one side the regular, and then on the other side the remix. So yeah. Well, guys, that is my vinyl collection. I'm happy that I finally did an update video on this. I am scared to, when I edit all 4 or 6 of these clips together, to see how long it is. But hey, it is what it is. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, don't forget to comment. Let me know any concerns if you will too. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. I will see you guys ever so soon. You can follow me on Instagram at Salvador J. Rocha, X at Sal Rocha, or Sal Says Stuff, and TikTok at Sal Rocha1. I'll see you guys soon. Have an amazing day, and I hope that your vinyl collection is growing just as avidly as mine is. Bye.